Hey everyone, John David here. So Qualcomm just unveiled the next generation flagship Android chipset, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. And it brings a lot of improvements left and right. And that's probably the reason why it's named 8 Gen 1 rather than 898. Good marketing. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 brings notable improvements in performance and power efficiency for the CPU and the GPU. And it is first Qualcomm's 4nm chipset. This CPU still has the 1+3+4 like past year's models CPU cluster design, but the cores are updated over here. Now everything is based on ARM's V9 design. The primary core is Cortex X2 core clocked at 3 GHz. Then there are 3 high-performance cores based on Cortex A710 clocked at 2.5 GHz. And then there are 4 high-efficiency cores based on Cortex A510 running at 1.8 GHz. Overall, this CPU is 20% faster over the last year's model Snapdragon 888 and it's 30% power efficient. That's kind of crazy. Now here's the competition. The Mediatek Dimensity 9000 5G chipset. Well, it also has similar architecture, the CPU architecture. This SoC also has the same setup, the 1+3+4. The 1 Cortex X2 core running at 3.05 GHz, 3 Cortex A710 cores running at 2.85 GHz, 4 high-efficiency Cortex A510 cores running at 1.8 GHz. The GPU is different. The Mediatek using the ARM's Mali G710 10-core GPU, whereas the Snapdragon using a new GPU. They named it differently this time. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 brings a new Adreno GPU, promises a 30% performance boost and 25% power saving thanks to a new architecture. But they opted for no numbers at the end of the Adreno GPU name, which is kind of really odd. They're actually trying to mess things up. I don't know. Anyway, if you want the Antutu scores, the benchmarking scores, if you're interested in that, well, here is a leaked one, but I don't know how much you can trust it. But we're gonna see new phones coming with this. The Motorola X30 is coming very soon with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. The Realme GT Master 2 is coming also with this chipset, so we're gonna see the performance over there. The Snapdragon site is also a branding for the ISP, which comes now with a variety of features. There are 3 ISPs inside the chip. The ISP can now process 3.2 gigapixel per second. That is insane. So according to Qualcomm, it can capture 240 12 megapixel photos per second, double what the Snapdragon 888 ISP could even manage. Or let's say 108 megapixel full resolution photos 30 times per second. That is also insane. Now Qualcomm also redesigned the ISP to work on an 18-bit channel rather than the 14-bit from the Snapdragon 888's ISP. This chipset can also export uncompressed 18-bit raw images for editing. Think about it. Also keep this in mind that all these capabilities that we're seeing is the chipset is capable to offer, but it depends on the OEM. Whether they're going to use this feature or not, it's up to them. Now, due to all of this, the video capturing experience has been enhanced as well. The chip is capable of taking 8K videos at up to 30 FPS, and it also now supports HDR capturing while doing electronic stabilization at the same time. Wow. Also, they're talking about one of the features is that a user can take a 64 megapixel shot while they're taking a 8K 30 FPS video, which 8K means is 33 megapixel, if you don't know. That is just great. But again, any companies will take the advantage? Well, we will see. Now, Qualcomm also added a hardware engine to create blur effect around the subject in videos at up to 4K resolution. That is better than Apple's implementation. The same thing, it's kind of the portrait video. Because it can merge up to 30 frames into single image up from 6 frames. So that means it's 5 times better in low light than the past year's chipset. And you know what they're calling this night mode? Well, they're calling it mega low light mode. Yeah, another marketing term. And I think this is probably gonna make the next generation Android flagships just pretty amazing in low light, whether it's about the videos or photos. Now there is also always on ISP for fast face unlocking and locking. The ISP can detect if you are sharing your screen with someone else so that the phone can go to silence mode, or if someone is looking over your shoulders, like picking something, what you're doing. Anyway, that's privacy. But of course, this all comes with also another kind of privacy concerns. But Qualcomm is saying all these things is not leaving your phone. They are all happening inside the chip. Nothing going to the Qualcomm servers. No. According to them, it is also protected by a new security feature of the Snapdragon chip. Also, this feature will be up to OEMs to enable or disable. So this feature might not even see the light of the day. Anyway, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 features an integrated X65 5G modem which supports both sub-6 GHz or millimeter wave 5G signals, both of them. But the biggest thing is it can deliver a peak speed of 10 GB per second theoretically. That is just bonkers, but we know the reality of 5G. There's also support for the Wi-Fi 6 and 6E standards, plus improvements to Bluetooth. Now, it supports Bluetooth LE audio, which represent a major improvement over the existing tech. This is one of the biggest one. The broadcast audio feature allows one source to broadcast one or several audio streams to an unlimited numbers of receivers. Isn't that crazy? Tell me. The new chip can also stream CD lossless audio over Bluetooth LE. So if you're an Apple Music subscriber and you're probably gonna buy the next generation chipset powered Android flagships, you're gonna be happy with a dedicated headphone. So here's the list of the most important features of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. 3 GHz Cortex-X2 core, Cortex-A710 cores and Cortex-A510 cores, 30% faster Adreno GPU with 25% lower power consumption, the world-first X65 5G modem, peak speed of 10 GB per second, first 18-bit image signal processor for mobile, first 8K 30fps HDR10 plus video capture for mobile, mega low light capture features which blends 30 frames to one image. Always-on ISP for fast face unlocking and locking. Also, better portrait low light mode, Bluetooth low energy audio features like lossless audio, broadcasting, stereo recording, and voice back channel for gaming. This is also the first platform with Android-ready secure element support, the new standard for digital car keys or driver license. That's totally about it. Yes, that's totally about it. So it will be really interesting to see this one competing against the Apple's A15, the Exynos 2200 with AMD GPU from Samsung, and also the next generation Google Tensor chip, and also the Mediatek Dimensity 9000. The competition is on fire, and it is really interesting to see. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to see more episodes like this, please hit the like button and please do subscribe, and definitely visit my website. It's for everything tech. joindavid.com, link down below, or just watch my other videos. Bye and take care.